What's going on, guys? I'm Dan. This is Send Waters, and today I'm bringing you my top 10 fragrances that I've worn during spring. But before going further, how about you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and hit that bell. So since spring is almost over, how about I give you the top 10 fragrances that I've worn during spring. Before we get to the list, fair warning, some of these fragrances I have not reviewed yet and plan on reviewing, so I will give you very minimal detail on what they smell like. So to start off the list, number 10, Maison Margiela Replica Under the Lemon Tree. In my opinion, Replica does great quality juices, so Under the Lemon Tree kind of falls suit with it. But once again, I'll give you more details later on in the review. But number 10 on the list, Under the Lemon Tree by Maison Margiela Replica. Number 9 on the list, another fragrance that I plan on reviewing is Gentleman Cologne Givenchy. Gentleman Cologne does remind me of another fragrance in my collection. You guys seen a lot of reviews on this fragrance and from this house a lot. But number 9 on my list, Gentleman Cologne Givenchy. Number 8 on my list, finally a fragrance that I can actually talk about, is YSL YEDP. A fragrance that I already did a review on. Great for the spring, great for the summer, and also great for fall in my opinion. With YEDP, the parts that I felt that the original Y kind of lacked in, this one does make up in a little bit more depth and longevity. Great for the spring. I feel that it has a nice, airy, sweet, fresh, clean aspect to it that I feel that anybody will like. Great for compliments. Great grab and go fragrance, springtime fragrance. Number 8 on my list, YEDP from YSL. Number 7 on my list on the fragrances that I've worn during springtime is from Byron Parfums, and it's Mula Mula. Great sweet caramel fragrance that has a fruity aspect and a slight oud that not many people pick up on, but after kind of matching them up with most of these other light oud fragrances that I have, I do detect a slight oud in it that I feel that works very good in the springtime and even the heat. The oud in here is almost comparable to me when it comes to like the Manceras, where you have the fresh fragrances that have a slight oud in them, like lemon oud or whatever, all these other blue ouds. Mula Mula does a great job with this one, where I feel that works great for nighttime and great for springtime. And also cooler weather, colder weather. Mula Mula was one of the bangers that came out with Byron Parfums' initial launch of fragrances from his company. I feel that Mula Mula has done a great job in making its mark in the fragrance community. In my opinion, it's a great fragrance, one of the best fragrances that I feel that Byron Parfums has, in my opinion. Number 7 on my list, Mula Mula from Byron Parfums. Number 6 on my list is a fragrance that I just recently acquired within the past probably 3 months, and I got it off of a trade, and to be completely honest, I am not disappointed at all. Number 6 on my list is Ultra Zest by Terry Mugler. The reason why I'm giving more of a little slight background on this one, since I haven't reviewed it, is because it's not readily available unless you get it like in a swap or on eBay or whatnot. But that all being said, Ultra Zest I feel is a great citrus, creamy, sweet fragrance that pretty much a lot of people compare it to an orange creamsicle. And do I see that? Yes, I do. It's a great fragrance that I feel that works great for the heat, especially the fact that it has a citrus in it. So the citrus freshness and the sweetness from the Amen DNA makes it a great combo that I feel that works great for the springtime and also the summer. Number 6 on my list is Ultra Zest from Terry Mugler. This fragrance has been around for a little bit, has made its rounds on the YouTubes for the review. Number 5 on my list is Eros Flame by Versace. Eros Flame, another great fragrance that I feel that works great for this Florida heat, at least for me. The original DNA with the citrus opening and a little bit lighter and not as much in your face than the original Eros, especially in the dry down. I feel that it works great for me, at least. And I have gotten a lot of good compliments for it. So number 5 on my list, Eros Flame from Versace. You guys are probably getting sick and tired of these fragrances that I can't really say too much about. But number 4 on my list is Invictus Legend. That's all I'm going to say. Invictus Legend. A fragrance that I can tell you that has multiple facets to it that Paco Rabanne has already put out. That's all I can pretty much say. I feel it works great for the springtime and summer. Get your nose on it. Paco Rabanne, Invictus Legend. Number 3 on my list of fragrances that I've been wearing a lot during the springtime, Versace FRAICHE. In my opinion, this is one of the best fragrances that Versace has came out with, that it works great for the heat. Versace FRAICHE, citrus, starfruit, great. You know what? It's synthetic, very synthetic, but honestly it works great. In my opinion, Versace Man O Fresh is one of the better cheap fragrances that you can pick up. Cheaper fragrances, I'm not gonna say it's cheap, depends on where you buy it from. If you buy it retail, yeah, it's not gonna be cheap. I'll leave links in the description area on where you can get all these fragrances, to be completely honest. But Versace Man O Fresh, great fragrance for the springtime and summer. Number 3 on my list for springtime fragrances that I wore, Versace Man O Fresh. Number 2 on my list is another flanker that just recently came out from Dolce & Gabbana. This one's called Light Blue Sun. In my opinion, another great fragrance for the springtime and summertime. Great for the heat. Reviews coming on this one as well. As you can see, I'm putting a little dent in it. In my opinion, it should have been a lot more. But that little bit being said, D&G Light Blue Sun. Number 1 on my list is a fragrance that I recently reviewed, and also reviewed its original way back then, one of my first videos. This one is from Alexandria and it's called Plum Lucky. Plum Lucky, Alexandria's take on 1 Million Lucky from Paco Rabanne. In my opinion, that plum hazelnut aspect I feel works great for the springtime. With this heat coming around, it's not too cloying, especially when I don't spray too much. Me personally, I don't care if it doesn't really work for spring for some people, but for me, this heat, this Florida heat, I feel that it works great. I've gotten a lot of good compliments with it. Great longevity with this one. Same as the original Lucky. I just don't want to wear it as much because I got this one for a lesser price, so I can keep that one around a little bit longer. So number 1 on my list is Plum Lucky from Alexandria Fragrances. I got a little bonus for you, and this one is somewhat of a layering fragrance that I worn a lot during the spring, but I feel has done the best in compliments. And it's a combination of 2 fragrances from one house. It's from Parfums Vintage. One I feel does great on its own, is my top dog, and the other one is a great up and comer for me, at least, which a lot of people know about, and this one sells out a lot. First fragrance is Pineapple Vintage Intense, which is their take on the Ventus, but a more pineapple heavy fragrance. And the other one is Rush of Unicorns, which is their take on Millesime Imperial. In my opinion, better than Millesime Imperial, and a lot of other people's opinion. These 2 are great by themselves, but together, in my opinion, they're a beast. Great on compliments for me, great longevity for me, and you know what? I can't ask for anything more. This is a great night out, great day out, great whatever out. Together, these are just a monster. If you have these 2 scent profiles of any type of fragrance company, try these 2 together. Let me know what happens. Thank me later. So there you go, guys. Those were my 10 fragrances that I wore throughout springtime that have done me well, that I wore the most. Let me know in the comment section, what were your 10 fragrances, or 5, or whatever, the most fragrances that you wore throughout the springtime. Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and hit that bell. Those were the 10 fragrances that I wore for spring. Great scents in my opinion. But at the end of the day, still scented water.